heading towards the city, heading to Bagola, which is just north of Spit in Manly. Meeting up with Matt because he's looking at a bike to buy, an adventure bike, a GS 800. No, I don't want to go that way. I want to go the way that I said I was going to go. No, thank you. I know it's faster, but I don't want it. This bike looks like a nice bike. There's not a lot of BMWs in the $5,000 range, which is what Matt's budget is, which is about similar budget that I got for the Tenere. So there are bikes out there. They're just few and far between in that price range. So you've got to compromise a little. And on this particular bike, the compromise is on the kilometers. It has over 100,000 Ks on it, which is fairly significant. However, I'm a strong believer that any bike will last forever given the right maintenance, and if anything needs to be fixed, you just replace it. So let's have a look at it. Let's see if it needs anything, see if there's anything drastic. Main things we're going to be looking for, particularly on an adventure bike, is cracked frames. That's an obviously deal breaker. Anything that's significant that would basically consider a write-off from that perspective. And also anything that's going to require significant budget to repair, like an engine, for example. So are you kidding me? It's starting to rain. It's not meant to rain today. 0 chance of rain. Obviously every ride I've been out on in the last couple of years seems to say that it's not going to rain, and then it rains. At least it's predictable. It's predictable in its unpredictability. Alright, let's get to the city. Come on, rain. Just give me a day. Just give me one bloody day, please.
I ain't slept right since I last got high, and I just earned my 30-day chip.
Here's one of the things that shits me about using Google Maps is I specifically chose a certain way that I wanted to go, and 3 times now it's trying to tell me to go a different way. It's saying there's a faster route. It's like, no, I chose a specific route at the start of this journey. Why do you keep trying to tell me something different? Like, I get that it's faster, but that's not what I chose. I chose something. Google Maps sometimes is really good, other times it's a pain in the ass. Google Maps is brilliant if you don't know where you're going, but if you want to use it to follow a specific route, it's too intelligent. Lights are about to change. Do this quick. Excellent. How's that for timing? So if you get to the front and you can just accelerate away from the field, then it's much simpler for everyone. So it may seem a little reckless trying to sort of punch out before anyone moves, but that's the reason why. Common Parkway.
Turn me into a maniac and it turned me inside out, but I can't stay away from the wrong side of town. Third shift job in the factory, I stand.
It's a fantastic little road that connects Penna Hills Road through to Lane Cove Road. Does get fairly busy, particularly in peak hour, so there's lots of driveways and hidden roads, so again, not one to belt along, but a nice one to just, well, it's better than Penna Hills Road, put it that way.
Picking me up, save your prayers, I'll let you down. I can't stay away from the wrong side of town.
Dude, the Audi just beeped me because I merged in from filtering. I just don't know. They don't expect you to be there. They don't know where you've come from, and suddenly you're in front of them. And they've gone, hang on, you just pushed in. It's like, yes, I have just pushed in. Because I'm on a motorcycle, and you're not. You chose to drive a car. I chose to ride a motorcycle. That means I can filter. That means, yes, I can push in. It's like a membership. You can opt into that membership if you want it, but you don't want it. So don't get shitty when other people do opt into that membership and take the benefits that come with that membership. It's like joining a gym and then they've got tiered levels and a premium level, and then getting the shits with the people with the premium level that they got greater benefits than you. It's like, well, you can have those benefits if you want them. You've just chosen not to have them. So you can't get annoyed at other people because of your choices. It's not how the world works, my friend. I can legally filter, and therefore if the lights change I need to get back and merge back into the lane. So nothing I was doing was wrong. But if I go and knock on his window and start screaming at him that, hey, I was right, you were wrong, then I just look like the crazy motorcyclist that's telling off someone. No one would actually see my point of view. They would just see the raging motorcyclist, and that doesn't do any of us any favours. Unfortunately, what does need to happen is, again, just more and more education. You see lots of road safety ads around motorcycling, but you never see any that mention lane filtering. I mean, that doesn't mean that guy, even if he knew what I was doing was legally correct, he still might get the shits anyway. I always look to see what the passenger's doing. He was raising his, I don't know if the camera picked it up, but he was sort of putting his arms up in the air going like, what the hell, man? I don't know if the camera actually picked that up, but you could see the passenger, that must be his wife, was just looking straight ahead and looking down, just going like, don't look, don't look, don't look. Oh, you're such a dickhead, stop it. If Centre for Road Safety is not going to create some awareness ads around this, then maybe we need to instead. Hi.
There she is, look.
Hey?
There she is.
Oh, worth every cent.
Comes with free pizza as well.
Huh?
Comes with free pizza.
Yeah. And a job.
That's right. Doesn't just cost you money, it earns you money.
Isn't that what they say about motorcycling?
No, I don't think it is.
Yeah.
It's meant to be bulletproof, those Mitas things, so that's like a 50-50 tyre.
Yep.
And this is more of an 80 off-road, 20 on-road tyre.
Yep.
So it's not a brilliant, although I must admit, I push pretty hard on the road, I've not had any issues with it.
Looks pretty good.
When you brake on your dirt bike, does it feel like it's going on the tyres?
Oh yeah, the knobby tyres, yeah, particularly when you're going slow, will feel really odd. And particularly, yeah, that back one not so much because it's got a strip that goes all the way around. But the knobbies, yeah, it's like...
Through your brake lever?
Oh, only the last little bit.
Yeah, okay. So I was feeling a bit of a shudder.
If you're feeling it specifically through the brakes, it's usually ABS. Looks to be riding straight. Nothing's vibrating. nothing's loose. Sounds fantastic, sounds very smooth. He's done the valve clearances on it, which are shims in these. I just turned mine on.
Haven't charged mine in ages. What do we have to do to pair them?
They should still be paired. Just see if it connects.
Not an easy neutral.
Just right at this this road and then left.
Can't see anything hanging off the back of the bike or anything.
No, it looks really good. It's all, there's nothing's rattling. It's all straight. It's tracking straight. Yeah, everything looks really good. Go straight here and then left at the next one. Nice bike, Matt.
Oh, right. Suits me. No, I'm never going to live this down buying it on Valentine's Day.
Well, at least it wasn't actually Valentine's Day.
No, I'm going to have to go shopping this afternoon for something.
Better get home and do some chores. You just bought a whole bloody kitchen. I think the kitchen's more expensive than the motorbike. What, can't you see it, or? Oh, right. I didn't even notice that.
It's not a tire with it.
Yeah.
The handlebars are pretty awkward.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great. It's just a totally different feel.
My tank is probably a bit wider than yours, but not really that much, quite a similar shape.
Yep.
It's very different from my bike.
Yes. Yeah, the tank in the rear is interesting.
Yeah, they reckon it's like way lower down.
Yeah, it makes sense, but it depends on how much luggage you're carrying. But I like his idea of just throwing a bag on the back and strap it down, and then a tank bag on the front, and that keeps everything central. Yeah. So, by the way, this is my technique, right? So what I do is I go left peg, jump over and sort of get on this side of it, but then I drop down, so I've got my foot on the ground, grab the brake, then pick it up so that it's horizontal, and then just grab it and grab a gear.
Yeah, similar to what I do in mine. If I've got a bag on the back.
And then put it into gear with the stand still down so it stalls. That's the best way. Alright. Everything's weird. Oh my god, yeah. This does feel weird. Yeah, feels good though. I like it. Oh, that left mirror. That does suck not having a left mirror. Yeah. Oh, what I do love is it's got a gear indicator. Yeah. The Tenere doesn't have one, and so often you think, am I second or am I first? Yeah, this is very comfortable. Yeah, 8,500. You sort of can't imagine them. You can't imagine them revving out to 8 grand. Yeah, front wheel's tracking nice, so yeah, there's no. Even though he pointed out that little buckle, that's not really anything. Yeah, that's good. Like in the dirt, that'll be plenty. God, the indicator's feel different to a Yamaha. The Yamaha's like this massive clunk. And these buttons are very BMW. Yeah, this is actually shorter than the Tenere. Oh yeah. Shorter. No. Yeah. But yeah, brakes feel good. Rear brake feels, yeah, quite solid. That's a bloody good bike. Yeah, no, I think that was a great bike. Yeah. Oh. It's so weird just going from one bike to the other, and it just shows how different they are. That's what she said. Yeah, when I was a kid, whenever we went driving somewhere, I used to look out the window and just imagine being on a motorcycle, and just whatever came along, yeah, as we were driving, you just imagine, oh, I'd jump over that and then go under that bit and then, you know, go around there and then go up here, and I just always visualized and imagined just, you know, a motorcycle going parallel to the road. And then it just, when you get one, you got to try not actually do it. I wonder if that's just distance. I forgot how many psychos are on the road. And driving this morning, oh my god, you filter and they just lose their minds. Yeah, we're doing, you know, 15 k's over the speed limit, and they're all going, "You guys are going too slow." It's like, well, I'd probably get over to the left if I could, if you can keep filling the gap. Yeah. I mean, we're doing 75 in a 60 zone, and they're belting away. It's funny how you get those little gaggles of cars that all are getting the shits with one another because they want to be in the front, and that little gaggle will catch up to another, you know, group of cars, and it's like, you know, they're just arguing over nothing. These are the times where I just want to filter, just to kind of yeah. Yeah, exactly. I'd normally even sort of, you know, be actually going a little bit quick just to catch up, just to make sure I've got plenty of time to filter through. Yeah.